is Osaon Ilobun. I'll be your instructor today on AWS console, and this is the framework, the architectural structure that we are going to design today on the AWS console. So in this lab, we are going to learn how EC2 can access S3, but this is impossible without AMI row. So there are three resources we are going to work with. One, EC2, two, AMI row, and three, our S3 buckets. So this is the EC2 instance in the public subnet. This is the S3 bucket storage, and then we can connect both together using our AMI row. Very simple, very straightforward. We are going to use a Linux server, so we are going to use some of the command line commands information during the course of the lab. Is pretty much straightforward and very easy. So as we go to the console, please pay careful attention. First, I'm going to launch an instance. So that is the name I'm giving. I'm using the Linux server, so I'll just leave it by default. I'll select any existing or create a new password. I'll leave everything as default here. Let me security group, just add HTTPS and HTTP and HTTPS. Go down to create an instance. So at this point we have achieved the first, which is creating an EC2 instance. Pretty much simple. Now the second thing I want us to create, the instance is running. So while we wait for the status health check to be 2 of 2 or 3 of 3, we can create the second resource, which is the S3 bucket. Search S3, click on S3. So now we are going to create a bucket. So I'll be giving a name, a unique name. So let me see. So leave everything as okay. I uncheck block all public access. Straight down, click on create bucket. So we have achieved 2 of the resource. The EC2 and the bucket has been created. Okay, we're almost done. So let's run a test on our command front. Okay, the instance command Apache server. So we go back to the EC2, click on the EC2. We click on the instance. We can see this status check is 2 of 2. At this point, I select the instance. I click on connect. I go straight down to connect. Now it will give us the interface for our line commands. So let's do a test and see if we can connect both together. So I'll be using the create a file. This is the line command. Successful. There's no error return as message, so it's successfully accepted create a file. So the next thing is uploading an EC2 file. So come here, Let's see if we can connect with the EC2. If we can connect the EC2 and the bucket, S3 bucket. So at this point, I'll go back to the S3. I need the name of the bucket we have created. This is the name. So go back to my console. So I'll take this out, put in the name of the bucket that we are accessing. At this point, I'll click on enter. You see upload failed. So this operation failed because both resources are independent, stand alone. So the only way we can connect them together is, let's look at the AMI row. So all we need to do is to come back, search AMI, and then we go to row. We go to row. Now we are going to create a permission here. Create a row. So AWS services. Now it's associated with EC2. So EC2 will be giving permission to access S3. So let's go to S3. That is the permission we are attaching to the EC2. I'll click on next. Straightforward. Now what is the name am I giving to the row? So I can give it as operation at 1, 2. Create. Simple and straightforward. So I've been able to create a row that grants the S3 permission, that grant the instance permission to access the EC2 permission to access the S3. So at this point, I go back to my EC2, go back to the instance that we just initiated, that is running, select it, go to action, go to security, click on modify AMI rows. Now I have to select, this is the row that link the EC2 and the S2 together. So I'm updating it. So now I've successfully connected the EC2 and the S3 using the AMI row. Now let's go back to our test environment. I'll paste it again. So this is a function here, but I'm going to copy it directly. And I'll put in the name of bucket created. So let me click on enter. You can see previously it failed, but now it has been uploaded. So this is just a simple lab to connect your EC2 to your S3, but it's not possible without an IAM row. Thank you so much. Have a great day.